Good morning, my darlings. I am ready for another day of fabulous activities to help our brain grow, and I hope you are too. So, first thing on our schedule is calendar, and I have it right here. So, let's take a look. We know that yesterday, the day we just crossed off, was Wednesday. So, if yesterday was Wednesday, then today is Thursday, which means tomorrow is going to be Friday. Okay, now let's think about today's date. So using the calendar to help us, we can see that today is Thursday, April 9th, and our year is 2020. Awesome. Okay, for our daily Write It today, you have a new word. Let's take a look. Using the illustration to help us, I want you to notice the arrow. Where is the arrow pointing? Who do you think this woman is? She's with a family. What is her job or her title in the family? Her title is mom, so your word today is mom. Let's tap it. Mom. Now our arm. Mom. Okay, so if you were to spell that word on your lined paper, how would you spell it? M-O-M. Mom. Okay, your sentence today. His mom gave a bag to me. Let me say it again. His mom gave a bag to me. Let's count the words. His mom gave a bag, I'm out of fingers, to me. How many words is that? 7. 5, 6, 7. So, when you write your sentence, remember to have 7 words that are separated by what? Spaces! Go ahead and do everything that good writers do, and you're going to write the sentence. What was it? His mom gave a bag to me. You can begin. Okay, let's look at my sentence. Here we go. His mom gave a bag to me. Every sentence starts with what? A capital letter. I have a capital letter at the beginning. His. Remember, we know is. So all we do for his is we add a to the beginning of it. His mom gave. I hope we spelled this correctly. Some of you, I'll bet, had this on your paper, but what word is that? Gav. His mom gav, but we want gave. So super silent E has to be added to come over to make that A say its name. Super silent E at the end of a word, right? His mom gave a bag to me. There's a lot of trick words in here. His, a, to, me. All right. I hope that you formed your letters correctly, used the lines to help you, added spaces, capital letter, and it's a telling sentence, so we should have a period at the end because I'm telling you, his mom gave a bag to me. If you made an error, that's okay. Just pause the video and you can fix it now. Okay, let's move on. So, yesterday, we did the letter N. We're pretty good with O's, so we're going to skip O's. Oh, hey, I have O's on my sweatshirt today. And this one has a loop in it, but uppercase O, lowercase o, they're the same. This is cursive, so it looks a little bit different than how we make it. But we are going to work on P today. So let's give it a shot. I hold my marker correctly, right? I'm going to start my uppercase P at the skyline. Skyline, straight down to grass line. Frog jump up to the skyline, curve to the plane line. P, pan, P, lowercase p. It's a plane line letter, but it hangs. Start at the plane line, go down to the worm line, trace back up to the plane line, curve to the grass line. P, pan, P. Nice job. Yesterday we worked on the number 10, so what number comes after 10? 11. How do you make an 11? A 1 and a 1. A 1 and a 1 makes 11 fun. So, I will make a 1 and a 1. Very good. On your special lined paper, go ahead and I want you to write a few uppercase P's, lowercase p's, and number 10s. Go ahead and pause the video and do that now. Okay, now that you're finished with your writing, let's move on and let's do our lesson plan packet. So, we are still in week 3. We are on day 4 for Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the first thing I see that we're going to do is Nat's bag. So, we're following the reading plans. And it says, have your child read the story to you. They will tap out the sounds and blend them together to make the words. So kiddos, you are going to read this story to your family, okay? Bonus if you can read it twice, right? Because we're working on fluency, and fluency means being able to do something without really thinking about it. So I hope you guys are saving these stories because they're great things to keep, to practice being better readers, and to practice our fluency, okay? So, after you read this, we're not doing our knowledge journal or our book journal today. We're not doing the question cube. Kiddos are just reading this to their family, okay? The next thing on our lesson plan is math. Now, it says review project, how tall am I? But today's math activity can better be described by counting and drawing objects. So this is our math paper for the day. So your child is going to count all of the objects and write the number to tell how many. So for the first box, you'd count the bears, write the number to tell how many. Count the smileys, write the number to tell how many. Do that on the whole front. On the back, we're still going to practice numbers, but this time you get to look at the number and draw counters to show how many. Now remember, I read and write from left to right, and I draw the same way. So if I'm working on this number, what's that number? 17. If I'm working on 17, I start in the first box in the 10 frame first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I come down. Can I come straight down? No, I have to go over to the left again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back over to the left. 16, 17. So for all of these numbers, you're going to draw the correct number of counters. Okay. Moving on, next is your reading log, and we are on week 3, day 4 today. Remember, parents can read to their kids for 10 minutes, or kiddos can read to their parents for 10 minutes, whenever it works best for you. Last, we have phonics, and we have 2 phonics activities. We're continuing our rainbow writing, so our letter tracing. So Monday, you used a pencil. Tuesday, you used a crayon. Wednesday, a different color crayon. So today, you're choosing another crayon. 1 crayon for the front and back of the paper, right? And you're going to use your pincer grip and your correct letter formation. Trace and write over all of the letters. Remember to do your nicest, neatest work, and families are going to erase if we need to try again. Okay, our last page in our packet today. Okay, so I'm excited because you guys know that I love practicing writing words and reading them. So today, you are going to practice words. Okay, now, bus. They did that one for you as an example. B-us. B-us. And then they wrote the word. You're going to do the same thing. Okay, the beginning sound, middle sound, ending sound, and then you'll write the whole word. Web, net, tub, mop, pig. When you're done, you'll flip it over. And on the back, you're going to look at the picture, say the word, and tap it out. And you're going to circle the word that is correct. Okay? So, this is a hen. So they circled the word hen. Hen. Bud. Sub. Mug. Pot. Circle the word that tells what the picture is. And after this, you're all done with your packet for the day. So go ahead and pause the video, do your best, and get started. Okay, guys, I'll bet you did a good job on your packet. Let's move on. We have 4 items left on our schedule. We have our read aloud, math, flashcards, and our thematic video. And I moved our video over here because this is where we have the shapes to see if we can stack them, roll them, slide them. It's just easier to do it over here, okay? But before we do math, I want to talk about a holiday that's coming up. Yesterday, if you watched the video, you would have heard us talk about it a little bit. So this weekend, there's a holiday coming up called Easter. So I brought our calendar back. Let's look at it real fast, okay? So today is Thursday, April 9th. After Thursday, we'll have Friday, and then it will be the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is Mrs. Jones' birthday, which, I'm excited about that, but that's not the holiday that I'm talking about. I'm talking about on Sunday, the 12th, it will be Easter, okay? Tell a family member what you know about Easter. Something I know about Easter is sometimes an Easter bunny comes out and surprises us with something. So today's story is about the Easter bunny, and this book is called Bunny Trouble. Let's go ahead and read it. So it's Bunny Trouble by Hans Wilhelm. Bunny Trouble. Here's our title page. Bunny Trouble by Hans Wilhelm. Okay. Once there was a rabbit colony that was different from any other. The rabbits here were in charge of decorating all the Easter eggs for the Easter bunny to deliver. Everyone worked year-round getting ready. Everyone except Ralph. He cared for only one thing in the world: soccer. It worried his mother and father. He's getting into mischief. He just broke that light. It worried the other rabbits in the colony. It worried his teachers in the school where all the young rabbits went to learn egg decorating. Where was Ralph while everyone else was hard at work in the classroom? He was outside, working on his fancy footwork. It worried his sister Liza, especially when he ruined her birthday party. Liza loved Ralph more than anyone else in the world, but she knew that one day he would get into trouble. He just didn't fit in. Why didn't he fit in? What was different about Ralph than all of the other bunnies? He didn't enjoy decorating eggs. He loved playing soccer. That made him different. Is it okay to be different? It is. Each year, as Easter approached, everyone got busier and busier. The chickens laid more eggs. The painters, the jelly bean makers, and the basket stuffers all worked overtime. Ralph had work too. But he had a hard time keeping his mind on his job. Instead, he was thinking about place kicks, and he tried just one. Oops! Over went a basket full of eggs. The exhausted chickens groaned. The rabbits shouted at Ralph. Go play soccer on the other side of the tree so we can finish our work in peace, they said. Ralph was glad to go. He went off to play by himself on the other side of the forest. That night, he did not want to come home. His mother wept and wrung her hands. Where could he be? She wondered. And with Easter just 2 days away. If she wept, what does that mean? That means that she was crying. Morning came. Still Ralph had not come home. Liza slipped out to search for him. She found him not far away, locked up in a cage. A farmer had caught him while he was practicing his dribble in the cauliflower field. The coach always told us to look where we were going, not at our feet, Ralph joked, but sadly. Don't worry, Liza told him. I'll go and get help. She ran back past the rabbits, calling, Mama, Mama, we must save Ralph. The farmer has caught him and is going to make him into Easter dinner. Oh, I knew that bunny would get into trouble someday, wept Mama as she followed Liza to Ralph's cage. It had thick bars and a heavy padlock. We'll never get him out of there, moaned their mother when she saw Ralph. Of course we will, said Liza firmly. I think I can get the lock open. Liza worked for hours, but the lock refused to be picked. The bars wouldn't bend. The door couldn't be pried off. If I ever get free, whispered Ralph, I promise I will never play soccer again. No, Ralph, said Liza. You want to be a soccer player, and you will be too. But you also have to help with the eggs. And not be such a nuisance, added Mama. Ralph knew they were right. He promised to do what they said. Hours passed. Suddenly, Liza cried, I've got an idea that will do the trick, she said, but we have to hurry. Liza and Mama ran all the way home. In no time, Liza was back, carrying a small bundle under her arms. She squeezed it carefully through the bars of Ralph's cage. Then she whispered the plan. The next morning, there was a great commotion around the cage. Inside, next to Ralph, was a basket of the most beautiful Easter eggs anyone had ever seen. Some were polka-dotted, some were tie-dyed, deep purple, and some were painted with rainbows. The farmer's children gathered around. "He must be the Easter Bunny!" they exclaimed with wonder. "How else could he have gotten those eggs?" "We must let him go or there won't be any Easter for us." So the farmer opened the cage door. Ralph ran home as fast as he could. That was clever. But he didn't forget Liza's words. He did try harder with his painting. Ralph even became known for one special design, which he did far better than anyone else, and almost as well as kicking, passing, and scoring. So what was his egg that he was so good at? He made eggs that looked like soccer balls. So Ralph was different, and that was a problem because the other rabbits, they were frustrated because he wasn't helping them. Instead, he was just focused on soccer. And then another problem was that he got caught and in a cage. So how did he solve his problem? Well, his sister Liza helped him by putting Easter eggs in the cage and making the children think that he was the Easter Bunny, and they let him go. And then it changed him, didn't it? That made him realize that he needed to be helpful and responsible by doing his work, but he could still have fun with his work too. Awesome. I think that's a pretty good book. All right, guys, let's move on and get started with math today. So today we're going to be talking about spheres, okay? Now remember, a sphere is like a bouncing ball. So this is a sphere. A sphere is like a bouncing ball. Let's talk about the rest of our shapes, though, before we focus on the sphere. This is a cone. A cone is like a party hat. Cylinder. A cylinder is like a can of pop. And then the last one is a cube. A cube is like the dice you drop. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do today, looking at our paper, we need to find shapes that are spheres and shapes that are not a sphere. Okay, so we have our shapes right here. Okay, and it looks like I need to adjust my camera really quickly. Let's see if I can do it without it falling over. Ooh, I think that will work. Okay, so let's look at all of our shapes. Is this shape a sphere? No, this shape is a cube. It is not a sphere. Is this shape a sphere? No, this shape is not a sphere. It is a cone. Is this shape a sphere? Yes, a sphere is like a bouncing ball. Is this shape a sphere? No, it's a cylinder. A cylinder is like a can of pop. Now, I sorted them. All of our shapes that were spheres, I put on the left. All of the shapes that were not a sphere, I put on the right. Ah, hold on, I'm coming. Well, that's fun. Okay, So I guess we'll have to keep it the way it was before so it doesn't fall off again. Hold on, guys. I'm coming. Okay, maybe that will work. Fingers crossed. Okay. Okay, so really quickly, we're going to draw a sphere. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a circle. And then I'm going to draw some dotted lines that are coming down a little bit to show that it is curved. This is what a sphere looks like. So our shapes that are not a sphere are a cylinder. So I'll draw 2 lines down, curve the bottom, curve down the top, and then curve up. I just made a cylinder, okay? Another shape that's not a sphere is a cone. So I can draw an upside down cone, curve in, curve up, like an ice cream cone. And the last one is a cube. Cubes can be a little tricky to draw, but I will do my best. Whoops. Yep, see, I made a mistake. That's okay, though. I tried my best. So, sphere, not a sphere, not a sphere, not a sphere. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay? Now, a sphere, oh, my marker is bleeding through my page. A sphere, does it have a flat surface on it? Is there anything that's flat? No, there's nothing that's flat. A sphere is just a curved surface. So I'm going to circle curved surface. Now, for number 2, we're going to look and see which of these objects are spheres. Is this a sphere? No, what is that? A cylinder. Is this a sphere? Yes, a sphere is like a bouncing ball. Ooh, it's hard to do this without being able to see it. Is this a sphere? No, a cone is like a party hat. Is this a sphere? No, a cube is like a bouncing ball. Is this a sphere? Yes, a sphere is like a bouncing ball. And this one was a cube, right? A cube is like the dice you drop. I think I got distracted and said that wrong. All right, what's this one? Is this a sphere? No, it's a cone. A cone is like a party hat. Is this one a sphere? No, it's a cube. A cube is like the dice you drop. Is this a sphere? No, a cylinder is like a can of pop. Nice job, guys. So now we're going to look at real life objects because there are real objects in our life that are shaped like spheres. Okay? So this balloon, is it shaped like a sphere? Yes, I'm going to give it a circle. Is this block shaped like a sphere? No, it's shaped like a cylinder. I'm going to cross it out. Is this block shaped like a sphere? No, it is not. It is shaped like a cube. Is this can shaped like a sphere? No, it is shaped like a cylinder. Is this shaped like a sphere? It's a megaphone. It makes your voice loud. And no, it's shaped like a cone, not a sphere. Is this shaped like a sphere? It's a globe. It's what our Earth looks like, but it's a small size of our Earth. And it is a sphere. It's shaped like a bouncing ball. Is this a sphere? No, it is shaped like a cube. It's all flat surfaces. Is this a sphere? Yes, it is a sphere. A sphere is like a bouncing ball. Is this a sphere? No, it's not. It has no curved surfaces. So remember, a sphere is a shape that is just a big curved surface, and it's shaped like a bouncing ball. Nice job, guys. The very last thing that we're going to work on before we get our thematic video and end our lesson for the day is flashcards. And today we're going to work on addition flashcards. Let's sing our song. Addition, addition, addition means plus. Addition, addition, you put them together. So we're taking two numbers, adding them together to make our answer bigger. Here we go. 2 plus 1 equals 3. I hope you could do that without your fingers, but if not, that's okay. We'll get better with fluency, right? Doing things and finding the answer without thinking about them. So 2 and 1 more is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 and 1 more is 2. 5 plus 0, 5. You start with 5, add 0 more. 0 is nothing. Your answer is still 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. You start with 1. Keep that one finger up. Now add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your answer is 5. 3 plus 0 is 3. You're adding nothing. You're adding 0. So it's still 3. 3 and 0 more is 3. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2. Now add 2 more. 1, 2. 4 is your answer. 4 plus 0 equals 4. Start with 4. Add 0 more. You still have 4. 0 plus 0 equals 0. You start with 0. You add 0 more. That gives you 0. 2 plus 3 equals 5. You start with 2. Now add 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 5. Remember, only use your fingers if you can't think of the answer in your brain, right? 1 plus 0 equals 1. You have 1 and then you add 0 more. That gives you 1. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 3. Now add 1 more. Your answer is 4. Nice job, guys. Okay, we are talking about Easter, and so I have an Easter video for you to watch for our thematic video today. And I'll bet some of you guys have heard of Curious George. He's a pretty cute monkey. So we have a Curious George Easter video today. It's called Happy Easter, Curious George. Oh, and you can see that this is also my sentence paper. It's showing through. It's shining through, isn't it? Okay, so Happy Easter, Curious George is your thematic video today. So I will post that along with the link for the video on Class Tag. And I want you guys to remember that I love you, I miss you, and I will see you on our video tomorrow on Friday. Bye.